Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to my videos in the shop. Today I have the Makita SDS Plus rotary hammer drill. It's a HR2811F. So I have the spare part view of it. So it's I don't know, it's not a much part, but we have some parts here. Okay, so well, what will be the start for this one? The start will be that okay, the customer told that he don't know what's wrong with it, so okay, so I'm just plugging it in and checking it. Okay, so now we can see it's hammering mode, and it works a little bit more good, a little bit noisy. Okay, now the drilling mode, on a drilling, and a hammering mode, it's not spinning, so we can think it's a clutch problem or the gear problem. Okay, what we know now? We know now that the cord, the switch, the field, and the armature is working. So it's good to know for us. Okay, so now I will start from unscrewing all the screws here. So I'm removing the mode button. It's only one screw here. Okay, now it's a handle. It's a 4 screws here holding the handle. So I'm unscrewing them. Fucking lazy Bosch drill. Sorry, I decided to not use the word fuck or fucking or something in all my videos, because maybe that's not very good. Okay. As you can see, the bolts here are different. So on the top of the tool going the bolt for the metal, and on the bottom the going bolt for the screw for the plastic. Okay, so now just removing the handle. Okay, we can lift this part a little bit with a screwdriver. Okay, now we can lift it with a finger because it's stuck here. Okay, so the spring was here. Okay, and this thing, what you can see is of course the cords, and you can see all the grease here, so we can expect that someone was repairing this tool, or it had the oil leakage. Normally the oil leakage started because the tool is overheated, and of course that's really bad for the tool. Okay, so now I will disconnect the cords. Okay, you can see that the colors is the same, so we will not connect them wrong. So just disconnecting them. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Why can't I? Sorry. Okay, cannot press it in normally. Okay, I'll disconnect the smallest one, I think. Okay, the smallest one goes without a problem. Okay, and this one is not going. Okay, now it's going. So we have the handle. We just go into the box. Okay, so now we have the hammer housing, we have the motor housing. So of course we will open the bottom of the tool to check the carbon brushes, and always try not to remove the armature before you not remove it. The carbon brushes. Okay, you can see that we need a new carbon brushes. Okay, I will take the paper to write it down. Okay, it's carbon brushes. So, okay, now I will just take them out. Okay, yeah, carbon brushes is almost ended, so definitely we need new ones. Okay, just throwing them away, they are out of order. Okay. So now we have the tool holder here. We can disassemble it by removing the cap. It's a spring ring out there, so you can lift it with a screwdriver. Okay, so now it's a spring ring and it's getting flat surface, so it needs to be replaced. The spring ring is a position 2, so on the spare part view it's here. Okay, it's a 2, so second one. Okay, so it's getting flat. I will zoom it or try to zoom it. Okay, maybe you'll see that. Okay, it's getting the flat surface on the side. You can see, I hope it's really okay. It's really getting flat, so that's a problem. And we need to replace it, of course. Okay, taking the spare part view back. Okay, so now removing the cap. It's a flat washer inside the cap. Remove the ball here. Just checking if it's round or not. Now it's round. Okay, we'll put this part here. Okay, we have the spring and the washer. The washer is important for us because it have the groove here for the ball, and you can see the small bump here. So we need to replace this washer. It's part number 5 on the spare parts view. Okay, so part number 5. Okay, of course we are checking the cylinder, tool holder, if it's good. No, it's good. Okay, we have the screw here. We need to unscrew to remove the housing and to get to the screws that are holding the motor housing with a hammer casing together. Okay, just unscrewing the screw. Okay. So, removing the housing, it's a simple plastic. It's okay, it's reinforced. Hell knows what is reinforced, or maybe not reinforced. Okay, I can see the sign, it's on a part number on it. Okay, that's normal for us. Okay, you can see that the grease is cleaning gear. We can clean it, so maybe it's a fresh grease. Okay, so now we have the 4 screws here, and we will unscrew them to separate the motor housing from the crankshaft. Okay. So I'm wrapping these parts, taking them into the box. Okay, preparing the new paper. Okay, what we have here. Okay, now we have the clutch here. Of course, it's now not connected, so we need to move this one to get the clutch down, up or down. Okay, now it's connected, but I don't know if it's good or not. Okay, it's a sealing. Okay, so we need to disassemble it and check it. First of all, we will check the torque limiter. Okay, it's all wobbling, that's not good. So, okay, it's a couple of ways to remove this one. You can push it with a screwdriver like I'm doing, or you can hit it with a hammer, the housing, and it will pop out. And now just do what more like for you. Okay. So now we have the torque limiter. It's working like a clutch itself. Okay, so what we need to check, the ball bearing here is really wobbling, so we need a new ball bearing. Okay, checking the second ball bearing, it's good. Strange, but it's good. Okay, now we need to inspect the gears carefully. Okay, of course we are trying to spin it, if it spins or not. Now it's not spins. Okay. So the gears looks worn a little bit, but they're good. Okay, so now we need to inspect the armature gear, and we can, now we cannot see that but I think it will be not really in good working order. Okay, so washer fell out. Okay, now I will remove the armature from the motor housing, so okay, or not. Okay, so it's only a housing. Okay, so now we are checking for the gear. Okay, and what can we see wrong? You can see that the gear is damaged. Okay, we'll try to clean it to show you. Okay, so what can we see here? So if they are working together, they both need to be replaced. Okay, for the armature we can see very clearly that it's something bad with it. Okay, so you can see the gear here is really damaged, so we need a new armature. Okay, the armature position number is 80. So it's we need a 80 position, and we need a torque limiter. It's a 69. Okay, I will connect the charger to my camera, because if it will go down when I'm disassembling the tool, it will be very bad for me, because then I must edit the videos, and editing videos needs a lot of time. Okay, so now it's charging, so we can continue. Okay. The ball bearing, the new armature goes with this ball bearing, and if I could remember, it goes with this ball bearing, so it's nothing special. Okay, so we need a new gear here and new armature, because the armature and the gear is a one piece. Okay, so now we are checking the field. The field looks good, so it's nothing bad on it. Okay, now we have all the other parts, the hammering parts. And we can see that this gear is also not really good, so we need to replace it. It's this gear, position 61. Okay, now we are drinking the coffee. Nice coffee. Okay, so what's now? We have the spring ring here, the small spring ring here, so normally I'm breaking it when removing. I'll try to do that gently, but normally it's no luck for me. Okay, now cannot get it with these pliers. Okay, so I cannot get it with pliers, so I will try to lift it with a screwdriver. Okay. So I'm always having problems with this ring, and it's really pissing me off. Okay. Okay, so there's someone ringing. Okay, just shutting the sound off. Sorry for that. Okay. Just removing the ring and holding it because I don't want it to pop out. Okay, so the spring ring is removed. So now we are taking the gear, checking the corners here. Of course we will replace it, but still, if we will see the problem here, then we know that the problem is here too. So okay, so now we can see that the pin is holding this gear, so of course we can spin it to check how it works, and we will see that it works perfectly. Okay, but now we need to remove this one, so just taking out. Okay, and now we need to inspect the corners of this gear, this corner and this corner. So now they are good. You can see there must be 90 degree here, so okay, they are good. Okay, removing the spring. It's a pin somewhere here. Okay, fuck, where's the pins? It's no pins here, so really someone was disassembling this tool before me. Okay, so of course that's not a problem. Okay, so now I think we are missing the something to hold it. Okay, maybe not, but still it's really strange. Okay, so what we will do now, we will open this cap. When we will open this cap, we will see the connection rod. Okay, I'll take the big old pliers. Okay. Okay. So it's on the cap here, so now you can see the connection rod, you can see how it's going, how it's moving. Okay, so we can see that it's a ring. So okay, we will try to push out the ball bearing with all the ASS'Y. Okay, of course we will do that after removing the connection rod. So you need to unscrew the 4 screws here to get to the housing. Okay, and we will do that now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and the 4. Okay, screws are going to into the box. Okay, this one going here. So just taking everything out, and it's okay. Normally all the parts, I would remember going, are here, and it's a slim O-ring holding everything, so it's normally holds like that, all the parts. So yeah, really someone was disassembled it. Okay, so that small O-ring is position 35. Okay, so I hate when the tools was disassembled. Okay, but it's part of the job. Okay, definitely we need to replace the O-ring. It's getting flat a little bit. But if you are disassembling the tool and you see that the gears is worn out, some ball bearings is worn out, so yeah, definitely you need new O-rings. Okay, so now this one is good. You can see that this one is made with from the metal, not from the plastic, so it's made from aluminum. It's really great. Okay, now we need to try to push out decisive, because we can see that the ball bearing is all moving. It's okay, it's moving on the housing, so it's a big problem, I think. Okay, I will try to knock it out a little bit with a puncher. Okay, So we got it out. Okay, we can see that ball bearing itself is almost not moving, so that means we have the damaged housing. Okay, of course we cannot see that now. Maybe the ball bearing, previously the ball bearing was stuck and damaged the housing. So the housing itself is part number 55. Okay, we have the gear inside. We need to inspect it to get to this gear. We need to unscrew this one. It's a screw and some other parts. Okay, removing the screw. The other parts just fall out. And taking the gear. On the gears, of course, we always inspect the teeth. It's better to clean all the grease to check it. Okay, it's have some sign of worn. Okay, but it's really not very bad. So okay, so now I will rub that part because I don't want to make the big mess on the table. Okay, so this housing needs to be replaced because of the ball bearings. Of course, you can use the ball bearing glues and so on, but honestly, I'm not using them. Okay, so now just pushing the cylinder out, checking the gear, the teeth here. So now they are good here. So this one just going into the box. Okay, the spring is the spring. Of course, check it for the cracks, check these gears, looks good for now. Okay, what we have here, we have the flat washer and we have the hammer inside. Okay, and we have the spring ring here inside the cylinder. So I will try to take it out with a screwdriver. Okay, it's not going so easy. Okay, I will try it again, but I think I will use the puncher. Okay, maybe I will try with a bigger screwdriver if it will go in. Okay, but okay, now, so what I will do, I will take this into the vise and punch it with a puncher. Okay, if this ring is messing for you, you can remove it. Okay, I will try to not remove it. So, now I need to take the box away. Okay, I will try to adjust the camera. So, I'm getting it grip here. Okay, taking the puncher, the hammer. Okay, you can see that I'm bending it like now, that's the ring spring. So that can end in not very good situation for me, because if it will bend inside, I will have the big problems by removing it. Okay, don't buy the cheap Chinese punchers. They're really shit. Okay. Okay, so spring ring is going out, so I will get back the camera here. Okay, so now we can see the spring ring inside. I will try to get it out with my bended screwdriver. Okay, you can see what is left from the spring ring, so definitely we need to replace it. This ring is a position 31. So okay, and getting the hammer and other parts out. Of course, inspecting the hammer from the bumps here. Now we can see the bumps, so we need a new hammer. Okay, the hammer is 26. The O-ring we definitely need is a 30, so 26 and 30. The O-ring we need to replace. It's inside this housing, and the O-ring is inside here, so you can remove it with a screwdriver. Okay, yeah. So that's all. We had assembled all the tool, all the Makita hammer drill. It was a HR2811F. So now it's a piece of parts. It's just a lot of parts. Okay, so it's a nice tool, but it's have a really big worn, and it will be a high cost repair. Of course, I will calculate the total repair price, but still I think it's worth to repair. So for now, thank you for watching. Of course, please subscribe my videos, comment on them, press thumbs up, and what can I say more? See you in my next videos. Bye.